night and day, steady hustling, waiting for the bar, make the hustle pay me.
Hello, beautiful people. Welcome to episode 4 of The Storm Before the Storm on Life Love Podcast. I am your host, Debbie Dowesi Ajom. Before I delve into the story, kindly rate the podcast on whatever platform you're listening. If it's on Spotify, you can go to the podcast page. You're going to see some icons and 3 dots after a bell. Just click on the dots. You're going to see rate show. Then give us 5 stars. If you're listening on Apple Podcasts, just go to the podcast page. Scroll all the way to the bottom of the page. And you're going to see 5 stars. Just click on it. And that's that. Also follow and subscribe so you don't miss out on subsequent episodes. Thank you so much. Do not forget that all the stories are works of fiction, including the story, names, characters, places, and incidents are products of my imagination and are used fictitiously. Any resemblance to actual persons, living or dead, is entirely coincidental. I'm not feeling too well, so I might not sound really great, but do bear with me. So for this episode, the title of the story is Bitter Sweet. The things love will make you endure are highly innumerable. When it's your first love, it becomes preposterous, mostly because you're inexperienced and naive. That was me 5 minutes ago. Oga Police, as I joined his friends and family to fondly call him, was my first love. We had met at the suya stand on a cool Saturday night outside my hostel. The moon was shining in all its crescentic glory. The leaves clapped joyously on the trees. I was going to get the suya and perambulate to school grounds for an hour and just enjoy the cool night. I'd Habil to mine. His voice was sweet to the ears like ice cream on the tongue on a sunny day. I looked to the owner of the voice, whom I hadn't paid attention to his at all, standing next to me. "Thank you very much, but you didn't have to," I said to him, hoping my voice didn't sound too high-pitched. Somehow, his opinion of me instantly became relevant. He smiled down at me, and I was locked in his brown-eyed gaze. He had a pleasant, fair, clean-shaven face, a slit of a diastema, and perfect teeth. He was nothing short of 6 feet, and try as I did to guess his age at the moment, I came up uncertain. The man could have been about 30, maybe less. He was wearing a jacket, but I snuck a peek at his neck muscles. Damn, the man was fine. I had never been uncomfortable in my hijab, but I found myself suddenly wishing I had worn something more revealing. My 90-year-old self was starting to feel desire. "It's okay. Want to grab a drink?" he offered, and I accepted. I had planned to get a drink afterwards anyway. That night turned to a date, and a month later, he asked me to be his girlfriend, and I accepted. Oga Police was a 1-star assistant superintendent in the Nigerian police force. For this, he was often posted to different states as often as possible to restore and/or maintain peace and order. Baba and Mama were not comfortable with his hailing from Edo State. "Haba, he's not a pure Muslim," they complained in unison a day before Oga Police was to meet them, utterly pleased at their uniform opinion. Their definition of a pure Muslim was someone who came from any of the northern states. If that was the case, I thought, then we weren't pure Muslims too, because Islam did not originate from Gombe State in Nigeria. But I didn't say any of that out loud. In the end, they fell in love with Oga Police at the first encounter, just like I did. Like many a tragic love story, mine with Oga Police started out with a king-size bed of roses. I was loved in a way I thought was next to Allah's. It was mostly a long-distance relationship, but whenever we found ourselves together, it was magical. Being in his arms was the best part about my hectic days in school, and when he couldn't come to me, I went to him. Oga Police was taking care of most of my needs, even though my parents didn't stop sending me my monthly allowance. Every fasting period, he sent a little extra for suhoor and iftar. I rarely lacked anything. My parents knew who was courting me, and it was only a matter of time until Oga Police and I would get married. I wanted to graduate first. But if I had known life would later take such a drastic turn, I would have made a different decision 5 years ago. Babe, I had called him once after a session of steamy lovemaking. He grunted in response. I have been noticing some activity on your Gmail account lately. I started, hoping he would deduce where I was heading with the conversation. I didn't want to believe it, and I desperately wanted him to deny it. He grunted again. Who's this Precious he keeps sending money to? Oga Police had, once upon a time, logged into his Gmail account using my phone, and ever since then, I got the privilege of seeing whatever mails he received. Not that we used to hide anything from each other, so I wouldn't call it prying. But for some time, his debit alert mails always contained money sent to a particular PalmPay account owned by a certain Precious Agaba. If my intuition was correct, Oga Police was keeping another lover in worry, where he had been posted for almost 3 months. He mumbled something into the pillow that I didn't grasp. What did you say? I said Precious is my POS girl. Your POS girl? My voice did a little to conceal my irritation. Can't I have a personal POS agent that I patronize? We talk about almost everyone you know in worry, but somehow you've never mentioned this personal POS of yours. It came out like a question and a statement together. I don't know what you have going on in your head, but whatever it is, believe it at your own peril. He turned his back to me, and I knew the conversation was over. That was the beginning of our storm. We found ourselves arguing more and over the littlest of things whenever he was away. We started going days without talking. Whenever I tried to patch things up by calling Oga Police, he would ignore my calls. Sometimes he would text saying he would call me back, which he rarely did, but other times he stayed mute. He stopped sending me money too, but mashallah, my parents were always there for me. Whenever we managed to make up, our love flourished once more. He would seek permission from Baba and Mama for me to visit him wherever he was. Mama began to complain that Oga Police only spoke to her when he needed something. She said he was disrespectful for always ignoring his potential mother-in-law's calls. Why is your mother calling me? I paused in the middle of pouring Oga Police tea to take a look at him. I always thought it was inappropriate that he called Mama your mother, even though that was what she was to me. My family had embraced him as their future son-in-law, yet he kept referring to them like distant relatives. And what was that tone he used like Mama was being a pest? I glared at him, but he didn't see me. So I continued pouring the hot Lipton in his mug. We were in Edo State. I'm sure Mama just wants to greet you. Nothing more. He kissed his teeth. Or she doesn't trust me and wants to make sure her daughter is safe. We had been through many weeks of miscommunication, and I just wanted us to have a great time and not depart on angry terms. In order for peace to reign, I ignored his words. Your tea will get cold, I said instead. Somehow, Mama started resenting Oga Police for this. Coupled with the way he was treating me, the silent treatment, the gap in communication, his refusal to send me monetary help even during fasting, and many more. Yet, Mama loved how overprotective he was of me. She would always say, a man who values the woman in his life will always protect her and keep her safe from the wicked eyes of other men. I agreed with her too at first, but eventually, I got tired of being bossed around. I couldn't attend events in school. I couldn't hang out with my friends, especially at night. I was often holed up in my room because Oga Police was a monitoring spirit of a control freak who wouldn't allow me to socialize. Funny thing is, even when we weren't together and he couldn't tell if I was out partying or not, I still obeyed him. I was that naive and loyal. He knew all my friends, and if he couldn't reach me, he called them one by one till he was sure I was fine and not out seeing some boy or for tutorials. If the tutorial is at night, read in your hostel, Oga Police would order. As a policeman, he was used to giving out commands and getting obeyed in return. He had my timetable and schedule for every day. If something came up, he would say I was lying, that I wanted to start misbehaving because he was far from me. I gave up my social life for him. I loved him, and whatever he wanted me to do, I gladly accepted. So when his obsession started retrogressing, I was happy and sad at the same time. Now, I could socialize without eyes watching me thousands of kilometers away. but it was also a heartbreaking proof that Oga Police no longer cared about me. He called me after 2 weeks of silence from the both of us. "Why haven't you called all these days?" I scoffed. So bold of him to pour the blame on me. "What stopped you from calling too? The last time I called, you never answered nor texted back." Mama always says that a woman doesn't beg for a man's love and attention because that's the bare minimum. I had made an attempt at communicating, but he had declined, so I wasn't going to beg him. He chuckled. "I didn't know you to be this bold. Have you started seeing someone else?" I never said anything like that, I said, and instantly regretted it. I wanted to infuriate him. I should have indulged him with more hurtful words. "It seems you are no longer interested in this relationship, so I'm also backing out, because how can you?" That was all I heard as the years flashed before my eyes, like someone whom death was knocking on their door. I was tired of the relationship too, so I let go of the wheel and watched our ship sink. I found myself wishing on countless occasions that I could turn back the hands of time. I'm in my final year, thanks to the decrepit nature of Nigeria's educational system, and I can't help but recall my plans with Oga Police, plans to get married after graduation. Mama was especially excited about the breakup. She said Allah would bring me the man meant for me at his appointed time. While I've been waiting for that to happen, I could never have imagined this happening. Neither could anyone have prepared me for this news. I was thinking of Oga Police today, so I decided to stalk him online. I don't know when he did it, but I discovered he had blocked me everywhere except TikTok. I can't say if it was a deliberate act or not, but right now, I'm watching a video of his wedding introduction for the millionth time. It was posted 2 weeks after our breakup. I don't want to believe my eyes, no. He can't be smiling at another woman like he used to smile at me. He can't be holding her, kissing her in all the ways he used to do to me. Only Allah can heal me of this excruciating pain that is piercing my heart. He alone can avenge my pain. I want to log out and pretend I never saw this video. I want to cuddle my teddy bear and cry in peace. I want to hurt Oga Police so badly, but treating me like this so much that I almost forget to find out who the lady is. So I checked the caption, typed in bold fonts. "I look forward to spending forever with you, my love, at Precious A." My heart shatters into a million pieces. My eyes start flooding. Thank you so much for making it this far. You have come to the end of episode 4 of The Storm Before the Storm. If you enjoyed the story, kindly share the episode to as many people as you can share with. Follow, subscribe, and rate the podcast so more people can find us and also enjoy these stories. If you enjoyed the song I featured on this episode, check the show notes for more information on where to listen to the full track and more songs from these amazing artists. And better yet, if you'd also love us to feature your song on our podcast, then hit us up on our socials. Lifelaw Podcast is available on Instagram and TikTok at Lifelaw_podcast, or you can hit me up on my socials. I'm available on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok. Check the show notes for more information. Thank you so much for listening. See you again in 2 weeks. Have a great week. Bye.